Within 2 hours, folks, it turned out he visited CNN, Fox, every other, he was an internet head. They're after me, folks. They're after me. Okay? And they're after Glenn Beck and they're after Rush Limbaugh. And they lie about everything. When Von Brunn went and shot the security guard at the Jewish Center, they blamed Limbaugh, who is an absolute pro-Israel all the way. They attack Beck, who's pro-Israel, and they attack me, and I am against a lot of the things Israel does, but I try to be even-handed with it. So why is Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, and Alex Jones what George Soros is thinking about and the Rockefeller Foundation? Why? Why does Ron Paul have the army following him around, declassified? Why do I have the army following me around? Totally illegal. Well, they don't like Limbaugh and Beck. And I'm going to go over this in the next 30 minutes and after we take some calls. But I want to go ahead and get to the main meat of this now. They're going after Beck and Limbaugh because they want to make it about a left-right issue. And I said this during the campaign, and then White House memos came out 6-7 months ago. It's in my film, The Obama Deception, where they say, we love it when Limbaugh attacks us because it makes it left-right. That energizes our base. Because the left in this country isn't going to support Obama's pro-war, pro-wiretapping, pro-torture, rendition, all the bad things he's doing, unless he poses like a liberal. And so when he comes out and says we're going to prosecute the CIA for threatening people with drills, with drilling their ears, then the left thinks, oh, Obama's good. See, so we're going to explain this, but why are they attacking me? Why are they mixing me in to that? Okay? We're going to break this down. And Glenn Beck is now telling the truth. He says he's afraid that Obama is going to stage an event. Michael Savage says he believes Obama's going to blow up a city. We'll be right back and blame it on somebody.
Direct to you and in your face. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Okay, so the George Soros, David Rockefeller funded Media Matters, who attacks me every week, but of this group of sites funded by these government-funded groups, I'm attacked almost every day now. And you can read the story up on Infowars.com and PrisonPundit.com. We link through to it. And they say in here that we are lying and that we are insane, that we are dangerous, and that there is no plan for a civilian national security force. That's a quote from the article. And that it's just complete lies. And they say Limbaugh is insane, I am insane, Glenn Beck is insane. And, even if Limbaugh defends the Republican Party a lot of times when he shouldn't, whenever that group's in power, it doesn't matter. Obama gave scores of speeches calling for a civilian, work brigade and military force. We're going to play a clip of it in a minute. Rahm Emanuel wrote a book about it. They've introduced 4 different bills. One of them passed with language to set up the federal body to begin the preparations for compulsory service. We've read the sections about national service for anybody in high school, college, 3 months of military training every summer. I'm going to play these clips right now of the White House Chief of Staff on C-SPAN and Obama on C-SPAN. Now, they just say we're insane liars and then link to our articles where InfoWars has it posted. I mean, that'd be like if I said the sun is in the sky right now over the central time zone. And you walk outside at 4:49 and 10 seconds and the sun is in the sky. And that'd be like Media Matters saying no. It's not true. And I've got all the videos of AmeriCorps and SecureCorps, of the division of it, and the kids training with M16s to, quote, take on the militias. And it's in the New York Times. Oh, look at our new youth brigades training with Homeland Security to take on the right-wing terrorists. I mean, you can't make this up. It's true. It started under Bush Sr., under Clinton, Bush Jr., and now it's exploded. They're really setting this up. I mean, in fact, we should cue up the trailer. It's up on the main page of Infowars.com. We should cue up the trailer because it has the clip of it in there. of City Year, one of the group David Gergen runs, the Republican who, quote, handles the Democrats, Richard Nixon's minion, with them in black and red uniforms doing military drills and saying they're fierce and going out and beating people up, the Obama supporters. In fact, I was on Daily Kos, and the very union that has their thugs beating up anybody that goes to town halls is the one advertising. I mean, these people are getting federal money. Acorn's getting $2 billion. This is Chicago mafia tactics. And I, as a red-blooded American, am not putting up with it. But look, go read Media Matters' story. Front page right now, Media Matters, saying none of these youth brigades exist. Then link through to the very link they have on there. And it's not us saying it. It's the president and his chief of staff. Here is the president. Here is Barack Obama talking about a civilian force as big as the Pentagon. Here it is.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.
Now, I have 3 mainstream news articles that I printed off PrisonPlanet.com and InfoWars today, where they're announcing local tattletale squads to look for extremists. The TSA's on the streets of America now looking for spies, federal spies. Homeland Security said that 7 years ago that they were going to expand out to the shopping malls and everywhere else. It's happening. It's bipartisan. Now, that isn't enough for you. We can play clip after clip of Obama saying it. That's one of the more famous ones. I've got a bunch of new ones in my upcoming film, Fall the Republic, about Obama. Let's go to Rahm Emanuel. This is the chief of staff on C-SPAN saying it. Here he is. All right, and the video's got some text at the front. What did Barack Obama mean when he said that we're going to have a national security force? This is Rahm Emanuel, C-SPAN. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Congressman Rahm Emanuel has been picked by Barack Obama to be his White House chief of staff.
And now you have a book with the ambitious title of The Plan. The word universal comes through a lot. Universal will scare some people. They will think big government program. The idea of universal citizen service. You have to participate.
Citizenship is not an entitlement program. It comes with responsibilities. Everybody somewhere between the ages of 18 and 25 will serve 3 months of basic training and understanding in a kind of civil defense. That universal sense of service, somewhere between ages 18 and 25, will give Americans, once again, a sense of what they are to be American and their contribution to a country and a common experience. And you look at World War II, now that was a draft, but this is not a draft, it's a universal service. It is not an accident that we started our big march towards civil rights and expanding post-World War II, because the country came through an experience together.
So is this compulsory then?
Well, you have to, in the sense, it's required of everybody, 18 to 25, 3 months, because I think anytime somebody serves their country in some capacity, we're going to be stronger for it.
And he goes on in his book saying I'll have to do jumping jacks and work out.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.
Now, living in the USSR, back in the USSR, you don't know how lucky you are. This is the new civil rights, and in his book, and then in the 4 bills they've introduced, we barely got it stripped out where it would automatically say all high school kids, including homeschool, have to serve starting in junior high from 8th grade to when they get out, and then 2 years of college, 3 months. And by the way, that clip we found on YouTube that Kurt linked to in the article, that's nothing. On YouTube and Google, there's the whole C-SPAN interview where he says, yes, you'll be in uniforms, you'll do jumping jacks, you'll get up at 6 a.m. I mean, this is, you heard him, compulsory, required. Now, here's Media Matters. Media Matters says that none of this exists. In fact, Hartman, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the InfoWars article, Media Matters hit piece, and you can just link through to the Oliver Williams story. And then that'll be the current one. I want people to actually see Because we're also simulcasting right now at prisonplanet.tv. If you're a radio listener and you keep hearing me say, I want people to see this. That's what's so great about this being in a TV station format, radio/TV, is I can show people this who are watching at prisonplanet.tv, and then it's ripped to the four winds on the internet while it's still open and free for a few years, maybe more, before the government launches a false flag on the internet and shuts it down in the name of saving it. But yeah, Glenn Beck mainstreams fringe conspiracy theories, and then it goes on to say Glenn Beck copies me, which is the only truthful thing in this whole article, and talks about the delusions that I've been warning about for years of forced national conscription in paramilitary teams. All I'm doing is reading the bills. In fact, I didn't even print this for the show today. Google this next, Hartman. For people out there listening, do it yourselves.